welcome to this new video for my channel, The Mental Traveler. I'm Caro Herrera and today I'm going to be reviewing a book called Unloving. It was published in early 2019 and it's written by Lili Naghdi, who is an online friend of mine and to whom I dedicate this video. Before I begin though, let me just say that this will be a spoiler-free video so you can sit back and enjoy. A day before Christmas Eve of 2018, I received a delightful surprise. An email by a stranger that not only turned out to be a follower of my reviews, but a kindred spirit in more than one way. Lili Naghdi. She's an Iranian-Canadian physician who is currently studying family medicine in Canada. She wrote me the most beautiful email where she presented herself and told me why she loved my channel, and that we were basically really similar in our tastes in literature, that we both treasure books. She told me that she was about to publish her first book, and that she would like to send it to me to read and review once it was published. And you can imagine how happy I was to receive Lili's message and offer. For more than one reason, I still feel so honored. And yeah, Lili and I quickly became fast friends through our love of literature, and we follow each other on Instagram, our book accounts, and we do indeed share similar tastes in literature. We both love the Thornbirds, for example. But yeah, in the end, it was just really amazing to have an author I could build this connection with, wanting to have my opinion of her work. And so yeah, Lili sent me her copy of Unloving and I read it and now I'm gonna review it. This is the story of Rose Hemings, a doctor who was born in Iran but who was adopted by American parents when little. When she is older, she decides to travel back to the Middle East to discover her roots, and there are a lot of surprises awaiting her along this extraordinary journey that she's about to undertake. I don't want to give too much away of the plot here so as not to spoil it for those of you who haven't read it, but Unloving is a story with a strong female lead who discovers some of the many faces of love through her relationships with different people. And for those of you who are every bit as corny as I am when it comes to the matters of the heart, Unloving has it all. I especially enjoyed reading about the love triangle, learning about the history and culture of Iran, and how Rose and other characters developed throughout the book. I give Unloving a 5 out of 5 stars review and really recommend it. Why? Well, first of all, because I thought the protagonist, Rose, was this amazingly strong woman whom I could empathize with. She felt real and someone that I would like to meet in real life. I like her actions, her train of thoughts that led her to do the things that she does along the way. But I also enjoyed that I could identify bits of the author in her character. And since Lili and I are sort of similar, I also feel like I was Rose at some points. For example, when she's remembering being in Paris, visiting the restaurants where Ernest Hemingway would go to, and when Rose is imagining what he must have thought while he was there, that's exactly what I would do. That's exactly what I've done when I've been to famous places where characters that I love and treasure supposedly were. It was just further proof that Lili and I are kindred spirits. And it was really fascinating to read a book by someone that, well, we don't personally know each other. It was fantastic that I've never really met those many authors whose books I've actually read. But yeah, Lili told me from the start that I remind her of her younger self. So that actually made it easier for me to recognize that she was pouring her heart out in this book. And the final product is this novel about a clever woman who leads quite an extraordinary life, both in her professional and personal aspects. It was quite an emotional ride and I cried more than once. At more than one point my heart was constricting and towards the end I was bawling my eyes out, but all in a good way. Plus the book has all of these beautiful quotes scattered across its pages, and it was almost soothing to read them because they made me reflect in between chapters and so on. I also really like the way the author weaves issues of PTSD into her storyline because it gave more depth and meaning to the plot. Lili, in her everyday work, she deals with these issues, so she's quite qualified to talk about them. Anyways, I really hope that I can meet you one day, Lili, and I want to take this moment to personally thank you for sharing this book of yours with the world and for dedicating it to womankind. And I also want to thank the author because she sets an example to me, an aspiring writer, to one day publish my works. And I just also want to add that it's amazing that my love for books can lead me to connect with people all over the world when I end up admiring, and that they actually want to seek my opinion on what I think about books and movies and TV shows. It just makes the whole reading experience more rewarding, so thank you everyone. For the moment though, I believe that this is all I have to say about Unloving. Thank you so much for watching my review of it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you did. Please let me know what are your own thoughts of my review, and if you've read this book, what are your own thoughts on it as well. In the description box below you can find a link to Unloving's Goodreads page. And well, I'm Caro Herrera, the Mental Traveler, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're in the world. I'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye.